Hello there, welcome back. So I'm Sophie and this is Chris and we're part of the Kokoro Karate Club. We are two of a team of instructors that teach Wadaru Karate here at the Activity Centre. If you've seen my taster session last week, then you'll have a bit of an idea of the things that we do. Over the next few sessions, what we're going to be doing is go through the techniques that you'd need to pass your first grading, which will be when you get your red belt. So we're going to start off revisiting what we did last week. We're going to do reverse punch, inner and outer block, and then we are going to learn the front kick as well as the next one. So are you happy to start the warm-ups now?
I'll start the warm-ups.
Okay.
Okay, so just jumping on the spot, just a nice little trot, that's it. And then we're going to stop, and legs backwards and forwards. Keep going. Try for this for 10 seconds, and stop. In and out. Back on the trotting. Knees a bit higher this time. And slow it down. And stop. Okay, now we're going to take our chin to our chest. And then all the way back. Bring it forward again. Turn to the left. And then to the right. And in front. Going to move our arms forward. Nice and slow. And a bit faster. Keep going a bit faster. And slow it down. And backwards. Slowly at first. A little bit faster. And a bit faster. And slow it down. And stop. Take your right arm out. Pull it across your chest. And your left arm across your chest. Put your hand out. Grab your fingers, pull them over. And then loosen your fingers off. Other hand. Pull them over. And then loosen them off. Shake your wrists. Good. Okay, we're going to turn on our hip. Keep the feet facing forward. All the way around. And the other way. And again, a bit further this time. And the other side. Good. Put your hands straight out in front. Don't force yourself down, just hang until your fingers touch the ground. If you feel confident, go down to your knuckles. Keeping your legs straight. And up. Push your hip through. And over again, just let them hang until you hit the floor, and then your knuckles down if you can. And then up, push your hip through again, as far back as you can, and then loosen your hip off by turning your hip both ways. Good. Lift your knee up. Grab your knee, turn your ankle round, grab your foot, pull it behind you, and then change. Other knee, grab, turn your ankle round, grab your foot, pull it behind you, and good. Shake your leg off. Okay, now we're going to turn to the left and bend the front knee. And stretch the back toes and push down on the hip and then straighten the front leg. We're going to take our knee to the head and go all the way down. Using this arm, push out that knee, stretching the inside of your leg. Pull your toes back towards the ceiling and then up again. Keep your heel on the floor this time. Bend the front knee. Push down as far as you can on the side. And then come forward again with your knee. Straighten your knee. Take your head to the knee. And then all the way back down again. Pushing out further with this arm. And pulling your toes back. Good. Up. Face the other way. Same thing. Stretch the back toes. Bend the front knee. And straighten the knee. Take your head to the knee. And then all the way down. Pulling your toes back towards you. Pushing this leg out with that arm. And up again. Heel on the floor. Bend down. Push down on the hips. Nice long stretch. Straighten the knee. Take your head to the knee. And then all the way down. Good. Up, face forward. Keep a little bit longer stretch on like we've got here. Take this hand, put it on the floor. And we're going to take this one, put it up there. And back. And keep doing that 10 times. And stop. We're going to take our head to the knee for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the other knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time, we're going to bend this knee, come forward, hands on the floor for support. On your ankle, straighten that knee. So it's nice and flat. Okay, and then up, keeping the same place, and over again. And then up again. A little bit more stretch on this time. This time you can point your toes in to get a better grip on the floor. Walk forward, drop the hips to the floor, arch your back, look at the ceiling. And then up, come back onto your heel, use your hands for support, rock backwards and forwards on your heel.
I can't do this one, thanks.
And down, and back up. Okay, bring your feet in, and shake your legs off. Okay, right, we're going to do 5 press-ups now. So everybody down, hands shoulder width apart, feet together. I'll do it on the side as well. Right, back straight, not your bum in the air, but straight. Come down, and then up, down, up. Then turn over. We're going to put your legs out in front, together, grab your toes, pull your heels off the floor. Hold them. Now, bring one leg in. We're going to take our head to the knee and hold it there for the count of 5. Nice deep breath. Exhale as you go down. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down to the other knee. Up, turn around. And the opposite way. Good. Bring that knee on top. Pull it into your chest. Grab your foot, pull it into your stomach. Keep a hold of the foot, take it out, lock the leg out, not bent, locked out, pull it to one side, and change legs. Head to the knee again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn around, and the other way. Bring your foot on top, pull it into your chest, grab your stomach, pull it into your stomach, keep a hold of your foot, lock it out. As I said, not bend like that, try and get it really locked out, stretch the back calf. Okay. Bring your legs in, feet together, hold them as tight in as you can. The idea is to use your elbows, push your knees as close to the floor as you can. So push down, then relax them, and again, and relax. This time push up with the knee on your arms. Push down and then push up with your knees. Good. Loosen them off. Take your feet up. Take one leg out, stretch the leg out again. Bring it in, and the other. Bring it in. Now let's see who falls over here. And bring them in. Okay. So from there, feet together.
Oh, that's two I can't do.
Feet together, balance. And then come back down. Okay.
No.
So on this one, we're going to try and take our chest down to our knees. Now I do apologise on this one. I do need to move my belt around slightly. Too much. Okay,
Weight.
hands on there, pull down, hold it, 1, 2, 3, pull down further, 4, 5, and good. Okay, everybody up. Shake the legs off. Finish off. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And leg drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake the legs off. Now I'll hand you back over to Sensei Sophie.
Right, so should be nice and warmed up. We'll start off just doing reverse punch, what we did last week, but we want it doing as you would perform it in your grade. Alright, so Sensei Chris is going to demonstrate kindly. First of all, rightly so, for your stance, left foot out first, then right foot out, hands in front of you, loosely clenched. Alright, so unlike last week when we did them on the spot, we're going to be doing them in a stance and walking as if the judges were right in front of you. Alright, so you step forward with your left foot, and you want to put your arm out, yeah, like a punch. You want your front knee to be bent, so if you look down, you shouldn't be able to see your toe. You can see your toe, bend your leg a little bit further. And you want your back leg locked out, perfectly straight, no bends in that at all. Alright? And your hands, you want your hand locked out like I said before, so if someone pushed it back, you wouldn't be able to bend that elbow. You want your fists solid, remember rolling your fists in, and keep that tight all the way through. So when you're doing the punch from stance, all we're going to do is step forward. When you step forward, you need to change your hands over. So you bring that punch through, scraping it off the side of your hip, all the way through, twisting at the end. And at the same time, you want the hand which was out in front to come all the way back, and you want it resting on your hip. All right, do you want to go back to stance, Sensei Chris? We'll do a couple of them again. So remember, you want one foot out in front, your left foot out first, bend that knee, back leg straight. Then you're going to step forward, change the feet, change the hands. But remember, keep that tight into your chest. You don't want it coming around. You want it coming straight through, and you want to be aiming for the centre of the body. All right? So it's the same the other way. If we're in right stance, like Sensei Chris is, just take a step forward again, bring your left punch through this time, and you bring your right hand back to your side. So Sensei Chris, you want me? You want to turn to the side and we'll do a couple this way as well. So back in the left stance. Remember, at that stance you should be able to see Sensei Chris's leg there should be totally straight. You never kicked him, should be locked. And that front knee, you don't want to be able to see the toe. Keep it bent at all times. Alright? Imagine I'm the target here. He wants to be aiming for the centre of my body. So do you want to step through with that punch? Thank you. And one more, other side. Okie dokes. So yummy again. Alright, and now face the front. So he's going to do a couple full speed, and this is what you want to be aiming for. You want that punch to be really strong, but you want to make sure it is hitting the target. You don't want it flying off to the side. Look at where you're going all the time. Alright? In your own time. Alright, back to stance. Alright. That's fine. We'll do a couple of the inner blocks now. We're going to revisit that punch at the end. We're going to do a little bit faster, a little bit more relaxed. We'll get the pads out as well. Alright. So inner block, again we did inner block last week, so we want to get into the same stance, which is your forward stance, what you were just in. So again, exactly the same stance as if you were doing a reverse punch to begin with. And then what you need to do is change your hands over. So you pull your front foot back very slightly and turn the toes in, which Sensei Chris is going to do after. And you change the hands on the spot. So you don't want to be stepping anywhere. You just want a little hitch with that front foot and reverse the hands over. So it should be your opposite hand and leg. Alright, do you want to do that again? Just a little bit slow. So from stance here. Okay. So the inner block, what we did last week. Again, that came straight around like that. In the grading, it needs to be crisp, it needs to be strong, it needs to actually block the punch as if that punch was coming towards you. So what you do is you step forward. As you step forward, the hand which is locked out for the punch comes out the side of the head. So begin that one. Alright, and then it comes all the way around like we did last time. You want to block that punch. It has to be solid and strong. And then after the block, you want to get back to the stance you began with. So change your hands. Alright, want to go back and do that one again, please? Yeah. So step forward, block comes out to the side and across. Blocking that punch and then come through at the end with your counter. Alright, so turn to the side, we'll do the same. We'll do a few on the side so you can see how they're going. Change hands. Yeah. And again, if you need a target, you can, if you've got anybody in the house or if you've got something you can use as a target, it can be anything in the world, just make sure you don't hit it. You don't want to be breaking your knuckles straight away. Alright, so come through when you're ready. Step forward, inner block, and that same punch we've just done at the end. Do one more, other side, exactly the same, the other side, punch at the end. We'll get back to stance. So he's going to do a couple just like before, very quick. And this is how we want them in the grading. In your own time. What about you, Sensei Chris?
Okay, Sensei Suvi's going to demonstrate punches and
outer block
outer block.
Outer block and front kick.
Outer block and front kick. Yes. Okay, so we'll jump into Junzuki stance again, same as before.
Forward stance, yeah.
Forward stance. As Sensei Sufi said before, knee over the toe, back leg locked out. Change your hands, please. Now this time, Sensei Sophie's good as she steps forward, like the last time we did draw out the sword for the outer block. She's going to do that, drawing the sword, and then bringing her blocking arm into her side and punch out with the other hand. And again, please, block and punch. And back to stance, please. And we'll do another one facing this way. Into Junzuki stance, forward stance again. And change your hands, step through, block, punch. That's it. Again. Good. And back to yoi. And then in the center again. And we'll do 1, 2, straight forward. Drop into stance. Change your hands. And in your own time, each knee. San. Now each ni san is 1, 2, 3 in Japanese, just in case I hadn't mentioned that before. And back to stance, please. Okay. Now we're going to demonstrate a front kick.
Yep.
Okay, so Sensei Sophie's going to drop forward into a fighting stance. Now, she's loose on the floor, she's bending her knee, she can move about. You don't want to be solid. So you've got to make sure that you can move about. Okay, hands in the front to protect you. So since you open that hand, she can move it across and block anybody's punch. And she's always got her fist on her left side to hit somebody if needed. Okay, so she's going to change her hand, and that brings her hip round so that she can lift this leg up and do a front kick, pulling her toes back and kicking
Bit
out
wobbly.
and dropping forward. And again, change your hands, which changes her hip and then does the kick out and drops. Back to Yoi, please. And face this way. We'll do some this way. Drop into fighting stance, please. Okay. So change your hands and kick. Lift the knee high and kick forward. Again.
You want the knee high every time before you bring that kick in. Make sure you get your knee up first and then push forward with that kick. And when you're landing, you want to land back in the same stance you began with, yes?
Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
And Yoi facing the camera. And we're going to do that one straight on. So back into fighting stance, please, Sophie. Thank you. And in your own time, do it all together. Each. Knee.
Sorry.
San. Chi. One more. And back to Yoi. Okay. Well done.
Okay,
Thank
again
you.
with the kicks, you want to make sure you've got your target. You know, you can easily get it up. You can get it down to the knee, get it at the stomach, or you can get up there at the head. As long as
That's
the knee
actually
gets
cool
up,
as well.
you're welcome. That'll help. As long as you
Okay.
make sure you get that knee up first, and then make sure you're aiming, you have your target, you know where you're hitting. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do them kicks and the reverse punch, and we're just going to do them a bit freestyle. Get out the pad from last week.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get my gloves on.
Get the gloves. Because for the grading, you need them to be routine. You want them exactly how they should be. You want them structured. But when we're doing them in a fight, imagine you have a bit of a spar. You need to make sure it's a bit, you want to be on your feet. You want to be able to do it quickly. You want to be able to move quickly.
So if you go into any kind of sparring competition, these are the type of gloves that you'll probably have to wear. They're not boxing gloves, but they give you the freedom to block and not hurt anybody.
So if you've got someone with you, you can use them. Just make sure you don't hurt anybody. You can try and kick as close as you can, but not actually hit. If
Oh,
you're
if you
by
don't like
yourself,
them.
again, you can just use anything as a target. You can just use whatever's in front of you. All right.
Okay, so
Hopefully,
It's all right.
Chris is going to knock us over this
it's
time.
all right just punching like that, but you're solid on the floor. I always like to go on my toes with the heels off, so that I can do that, straight ahead, that, and an opposite punch. And then possibly pull through with a kick. So 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. Now if I was doing it to the camera, it would be 1, 2, and then the kick. And then back. Same on the other side, 1, 2, and front kick. 1, 2, kick. Haven't knocked since it's over you. You gained weight.
I've lost weight.
You've lost weight.
I've
That's
lost
brilliant.
weight. That's why I'm flying away.
So, again,
Thank you.
1, 2, and then a kick.
You happy I moved there?
Would you like to try?
Yes.
I'll get the other set of gloves for you.
Well, we'll just this one. Yeah. Oh no, we're not allowed.
I'll
Not
get the
allowed.
other set of gloves.
Not allowed.
There's the other set.
Oh, thank you.
Now this is where Sophie gets her own back on me, because she can knock hits very hard.
But what I can do is then that kick and that punch, what we've just been doing, the basic front kick and that reverse punch. If you're doing them in a fight, you want to be moving around, like Sensei Chris said. You want to be looking where your target is. Don't stand still. So you've got that reverse punch. Whenever you want, keep moving. Always keep moving. All right. And then you go in with that kick.
Sound effects?
Thank you, everyone.
Oh.
All right, that's how it is. You can mix them together, you can do the reverse punch, follow through with a kick, better kick than that preferably, and then come in with a kick. Or you can do it the other way around, you can bring the kick in, and when you land, follow through with that punch. You do them techniques so many ways, as long as you keep your partner on the move. One of them will eventually get through, and that'll win.
Okay.
All right.
So, is that the end of this session?
Yeah, I think that's all right for today.
So, at the end of the dojo, put your feet together, bow to your instructors. Thank you for joining us. Me and Sophie will be here next time. We hope you joined us. Thank you. Good night.